When it comes to education, the pandemic highlighted the importance of teachers around the country. I think a lot of us parents have a new appreciation for teachers, that's for sure. Today on Coastal Living, we want to honor an amazing local teacher on her success of winning 2021 Secondary Teacher of the Year. She's been in education for 7 years, and during a year of constant change, she created an environment and an opportunity for her students to grow and prosper. Please welcome Louisa White. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's an honor. First of all, of course, congratulations on your success here and becoming Teacher of the Year. So there's nothing more important than having like that one, at least one, if not a few, just really influential teacher in your life, someone that shaped the person that you become as an adult. Is that part of it, or what was your inspiration to becoming a teacher to begin with?
So I am a Moody alumni, and being able to come back to my school and teach here has been really incredible. But definitely when I look at the path that I've taken and becoming a teacher, I can pinpoint the moment when I wanted to do that. And it was my junior year of high school, sitting in my AP US history class, listening to Mr. Ariano teach and talk and tell about the history of our nation, and where I just really gained this incredible appreciation for the subject matter that I was learning, but then also just the profession itself, and realizing that for me, I just blossomed here at Moody, and I grew in so many incredible ways, and I wanted to be able to come back here and give back to my community and give that same opportunity to so many students.
Now, something else, and I'm so curious to ask this to educators, is we obviously had a lot of challenges this year with online learning, both virtual and then returning to in-person. And I wonder how much of what you learned throughout that challenging time will you keep from here on out? What do you think changed the way that you teach from here on out?
This has been an unbelievable year, and all of the obstacles that myself and all of our teachers have faced, we have overcome. And I am so incredibly proud to be in this profession that has seen these amazing people do amazing things in their classrooms day in and day out. And I know it's crazy to say, but I do think that this year, I've been a better teacher. It has truly improved my teaching. I think too that this year and the challenges that we've seen this year have really highlighted to a larger extent the need to empathize and truly understand our students, and to create those relationships with your kids. At the end of the day, our students are people first, right? And teachers are people first. And if I can make that person-to-person connection with my kids, then everything else in the classroom is so easy, and it just flows and it works. And the same thing on the field when I'm coaching as well.
Today on Coastal Living, of course, we want to honor this amazing teacher on her success of winning the 2021 Elementary Teacher of the Year. She's been an educator for 17 years. Please welcome Rachel Beavers. Thank you for joining us. There's nothing more important than a good teacher. I know I've got my memories of my great teachers. We all do. But what was your inspiration to become a teacher in the first place?
I think the great teachers that we have in education right now were probably all inspired by the great teachers they had when they were in school. And I definitely am no any different than those other teachers that have been inspired by their educators that they've had in their lives. And I would say it goes back to as early as pre-kindergarten for me, going to a daycare every day after school. My mom was a single parent raising me on her own. And so I had teachers from the very beginning. About 6 weeks old, I had a teacher. And so those teachers really inspired me to use humor, to use empathy, to use different techniques in the classroom, and also helped me to realize that that was what I would be good at in a career for myself.
Now, with that said, the pandemic brought a lot of challenges that you had to overcome, whether it was virtual or in person. Share a few of those challenges with us.
For sure, on Zoom, you have to do things to make it interesting and keep their attention. We instituted a dance party, a 2-minute dance party, and we would come back early from our break and do like a Taylor Swift song or something more popular with the kids, and we would just dance. Some kids brought in little disco lights and LED lights to try to set the mood on their little screens. So that was something that fun that we tried to do last spring when kids were at home, and including this fall too. Some we would do kind of a show and tell where kids could bring their pets. We've had little sisters and little brothers join us for Zoom before, so that always keeps it entertaining. But I think too is getting to know kids and who they are and what they're interested in and what they really value in life. And I think just getting to know them and building those solid relationships makes them feel a part of the class even when they're not here on campus. We have a Beaver Bunch song. That's our class name is Beaver Bunch. We have a song, we have a mascot. They like to wear their Bucky's Beaver t-shirts to show the support of the Beaver Bunch. So I think it's just building a family and a relationship that really helps to provide that the glue to hold us together.
You said dance party and you had me hooked, so I'm ready to join your class at any time. With that said, like you said, the experience with your teachers at a young age, you spend a good chunk of your childhood with educators. So tell me, if you taught at least one thing to every student that walked through your classroom door that you hope that they would hang on to, what would that be?
Empathy. To be able to look at other people's situations and feel like you can understand what they're going through and try to help them through those difficult times. And that's something that I see in Corpus a lot. I've lived here more than 20 years, and I see that this community really comes together to support one another in difficult times, whether it's a water shortage or if it's the freeze or strange things that we've had happen to us since I've been. It really shows how communities come together, and I try to showcase that in my classroom so they can see that they can be those people that are empathetic problem solvers in our community and beyond.